Good morning. Good morning. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I'm on audio today because it's so early in the morning. God gave me this beautiful Ola run, Ola Oreo. I can't say it right today. Oreolua. God gave me a beautiful Oreolua to give to you. Gifts from the Lord. So I wanted to get up early and give this to you to start Rise at sunrise today. As you can see on this screen, we are a little different today. And as you know that I am the Reverend Mrs. Dewana, co-pastor of God's House of Salvation, and I greet you with Jesus' joy this morning. This message was just written at 6:03 a.m., so it's pretty fresh. Well, let's get into it so you can enjoy your Ore O Lua today and share it with other people. Good morning, good morning, good morning, like I said before. And I just want you to know that today is a new day. Yesterday is over. Let's rise, RIZE, with resilience. Be a person of inspiration, filled with heal, and be a person of encouragement. In this new day, we have a blank canvas to paint our day with positivity and with purpose. So may we all embrace all of the possibilities and know that through Christ in us, we have the power to make it a great one. And with that said, let's get on to the message for today. It's coming from the book of John, the Gospel according to John, chapter 12, and I'm reading the easy to read version for verses 1 through 8. And this is where Jesus in Bethany with his friends. 6 days before the Passover festival, Jesus went to Bethany. That is where Lazarus lived, the man Jesus raised from death. They, there they had a dinner with Martha, and she served the food. And Lazarus was one of the people eating with Jesus. Mary brought a pint of expensive perfume made of nard, N-A-R-D. She poured the perfume on Jesus' feet. Then she wiped his feet with her hair. And the sweet smell from that beautiful perfume filled the whole house. Well, Judas Iscariot, one of Jesus' followers, was also there. The one who would later hand Jesus over to his enemies. Lazarus said that perfume was worth a full year's pay. It should have been sold, and the money should have been given to the poor people. But Jesus did not really care about the poor. He said this because he was a thief. He was the one who kept the money bag for the whole group of followers, and he often stole money from that bag. Jesus said to him, "Don't stop her. It was right for her to save this perfume for today. The day for me to be prepared for burial. You will always have those who are poor with you, but you will not always have me." And then the plot against Lazarus. May the Lord add a blessing to the reading and the hearing of his holy word. And I want to talk with you just for a few minutes on, let's talk about Mary in Bethany, where Lazarus lived. Let's talk about Mary in Bethany, where Lazarus lived. Mary took about a pint of pure nard, I say nard, N-A-R-D, an expensive perfume. She poured it on Jesus' feet and wiped his feet with her hair. Again, we see Jesus interacting with Lazarus, Martha, and Mary. They were given a dinner in Jesus' honor. And as Jesus reclined at the table with everybody around, including Judas, Mary poured an expensive perfume on Jesus' feet and then wiped his feet with her hair. This was a very unusual act, I should say. Yeah, it was very unusual that she did this. And we might have reacted in a way like some of Jesus' disciples did, thinking that it was a waste of money. But the thing about this is that Jesus saw it for what it was. He saw it as an act of sacrifice that pointed ahead to the preparation for his burial. If you can picture for a moment being in the house after Mary poured out the perfume, we can imagine that it just filled the whole house up and making it smell something good. John even notes in this gospel that the whole house was filled with the fragrance. But even if we take the perfume out of the picture, we can still imagine the house being filled with the aroma of service. Selfless acts of service and sacrifice go a long way. Let me say it again. Selfless acts of service and sacrifice go a long way. People talk about them, describing what they've seen or experienced all the time when you spread acts of service and you make sacrifices. These kinds of stories inspire others to do selfless acts as well. Through acts like this, love, compassion, caring, and kindness, we spread it around. I know what you mean by this. When I go out to see patients and I visit their families as well, and while I am praying for the patient or praying for the caregiver, praying for their household, all the patients I've seen for the last, I can say for the almost 4 years, I can count only 3 patients or caregivers that have prayed. Actually, they were all caregivers. They prayed for me. They came back around and said, I want to pray for you. They did a community prayer. And I can tell you that felt so good to my soul. Maybe you are being called in honor of Jesus to do some act of humble service today. And maybe that act will unleash a fragrance that spreads on to others. So I ask, what fragrance are you wearing today? What fragrance? Just think about it. Is it the fragrance of prayer, like I received? The fragrance of love, compassion, caring, or kindness? Or is today just going to be all about you? All about you. It's something to think about. So let's go ahead and pray. Loving God, help us to see where you are calling us to serve others. Use us to spread the aroma of your love for Jesus' sake. Amen. And just remember, things get better as time heals. And remember that antagonists and evil will try to rob you of your destiny. Well, I hope you receive this Oreo Lua, the gift from God today. And that is my message for you. To God be the glory. Ogoni for Alawa, Amajadi, Le Rabi, Selah, and say, and until next time, by God's grace, I will see you again soon. Bye bye.